Today I'm going to try something wild. We are going to make a beautiful, colourful 3D hummingbird piece with the help of some eggs. Yes, you heard that right. It's not the only exciting technique we'll be using, so stick around and let me show you how you can try this at home. You can find this piece for sale at abcreativeofficial.com. Now, I've got something special today for you. Have you ever painted with eggs? Because I haven't, and I am intending to do it today. They actually look pretty incredibly white, don't they? Okay, I hope I'm not going to mess it up here in front of you. You see what a bad cook. No, I'm not a bad cook, but. So what do you think I will need? Correct. I just need the shells. I know that in the olden times, eggs were paint ingredients, but I'm not capable of producing a proper oil paint with eggs, but I'm capable of breaking them. Now I'm going to wash these thoroughly and I'll be back. That's the latest template of my exciting dandelion. If you haven't watched it, there's a link here. You know what? I washed them thoroughly. The hardest thing was peeling off the eggshell membrane, and it was so hard. Look at this. Incredible. I know it's full of collagen and glucosamine and other stuff that probably be very healthy to put it as a face mask. I'm not going to. This is so much fun. Lovely. I can put it aside for now. I want to try something different. Let's use my heavy gesso to create some texture. There should be a link in the description to this product. It's my favorite, absolute favorite. They are not sponsoring me, just in case you're wondering. I use so much of it, they probably should sponsor me. A layer all over, thicker, thinner. Let's see what this will look like. Are they going to be visible? Okay, I like it. Something different, definitely. And once we add paint, it's going to be more interesting. I'm going to add more, and then I'll think of our crushed eggs. Honestly, I think since I am using eggshells, I should make a bird. 100%. Would you agree? It would make sense, wouldn't it? Now, ooh. I can meticulously turn them this way, all of them. I don't think it matters. I definitely, oh, I've got more. I've got so much more. Yay. Oh my goodness, this is great. So that will give me a little frame for my bird. Eggshells are getting scrunched, and I've got more uniform background. So it's up to you how much you want to see those. Oh, that I like that. You see those? Kind of like it. I'm going to do it everywhere. So scrunching them up. What do you think? So very, very different texture. I like it. I'm leaving it to dry. Being the awful art hoarder I am, I'm going to keep the rest of the eggshell for later. Maybe one day I'll have another idea. I would like to add a layer of some color just to solidify it more. I haven't decided yet on the color scheme. I'm torn between light or dark. I will be probably changing 20 times, so no worries. You know, it's not going to look like this in the end, but I'm testing the waters here. Yeah, let's be brave. Black. Might spray a little bit of water so it's easier to move my brush. Look at that. I'm definitely not planning on keeping this dark edges like this. I know that it looks spooky to say the least. At least I figured out which bird I want to make. I was torn between a hummingbird and an owl. They've been on my to-do list for a long time, but I think I'm going to go with the hummingbird today. And because it's going to be a hummingbird, which means multicolored, we'll have purples and pinks and greens and blues perhaps, so I need lots of colors here, so it's going to be a bit crazy, and this is going to mainly disappear. Just picked some hummingbirdy colors. Light blue, brilliant yellow green, brilliant purple, process magenta. I want some dark underneath, but I definitely don't want that much. Therefore my brush is very wet. I probably should use a much bigger brush. Yes, it is a makeup brush. I love using those. Efficiency. Can make some interesting texture. And leave it to dry. This is so much fun. Oh, how nice. I think I'm going to stick with this undertones, and then I'll bring in some blues and greens on top. This is ready to dry, and I'm going to use a hairdryer to speed up the process. Brilliant purple. Yeah. Do what pleases you, if that makes you smile, play some more with it. Very hesitantly, I am going to use a bit of green. Kind of can't decide whether I want to see it here or not. Which green do I want? Oh my goodness. Okay. If I mix it with blue, I won't be so unhappy. That's an interesting combination of all the colors. I think I'm going to leave it to dry. At this stage, I'm like, no, not happy, but I envisage the final outcome, let's say. I'm sure you are shocked by what I'm doing here. Whether I should add some water and see what else I want to do with it. Look what happened with those drips. I touched them with a tissue and we've got some really interesting marks. The drips actually expose the paint underneath in a kind of unusual way. Time to draw the bird, and I want it big. Got my pencil. 4B, that's a soft graphite pencil. Look at my cute sharpener. So cute. I have to think of the size and position. I want it quite big. I'll just start with the head, so maybe this size. They have long. That's why I do it on a piece of paper, because if it's not good or I want it bigger, I'm going to rub it off. As you can see, it's much bigger now. I'm redoing the tail for the probably 4th time. I'm going to tape it down, and I'm going to transfer just the body, and then I'm going to change the wings because I don't want them touching the edge. And do this. If you have any doubts about the transfer like this, I'm telling you, it's insane. Look at that. I bought a new tub of all-purpose filler, and I'm going to make some paste. Get some left over here. I usually say I use half and half, but we'll see. If you want it more runny, you add more paint or more modeling paste. Maybe I'll add a little bit more modeling paste. This is pretty runny. Not too thick, not too runny. Testing how it flows. Let me do the second layer here. Now everything inside is going to be covered, so please expect that. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for the hummingbird suggestion. There were quite a few, and there were some requests for more animals, which makes me very happy because I am animal crazy. Yes, I am. What would I do without the baby wipes? I don't know. First, I thought I wanted huge, then I wanted small bird. Now I'm thinking, he's big. He's really big. Now I have to decide how far the wing will go. Probably a bit further than that. Okay. Time to fill it up. Oh, this is going to be fun. I was going to say that because it does feel like decorating a cake that I've never done. I can't help this feeling. I really like this animal series on the deeper canvas, the 3D animals. So what have we got so far? I've done, no, the raven was the first. Then there was the bee, butterfly, the Highland cow. Oh, dragonfly. Almost forgotten the dragonfly. Make sure that you're spreading in the direction like the feathers grow. His tummy is ending here. And now the feathers I'm going to apply this way. When I paint them, I'll accentuate some of the feather marks. I've been doing it in one go, no stopping. I can't believe it. This is actually dry. I'm working on the big wing. I can, of course, once everything is dry, I can make another layer if I want to. But I think it's thick enough. Time for the eye. Okay, make a little line here. And maybe add a bit more on this side. Adding a couple of marks. Okay, that's fine now. I do want some patterns here. Oh, that's perfect. This is perfect. Just the right type of feathers. Lines, these are smaller. These here. Of course, we've got those longer wings. But then this, the whole section here, will be covered with the, well, let's call them baby feathers. I started from the bottom because I want top ones to cover the first layer. I am happy with this. I wonder who's going to be first to make Hummingbird like this. And please share with me. I love seeing your work. It really, really makes me happy. And honestly, it makes me feel really humbled that you want to take time and you actually want to create with me. If you are posting on social media, YouTube or any other platform, I would really, really appreciate if you mention me as a source of inspiration. I think that's a lovely thing to do. A little bit under his chin and on the chest. I just don't want the body to be perfectly smooth. You know that I've never seen one alive. I know that so many of you lucky people have them in your gardens. I've seen pictures sent by my lovely followers. Gorgeous, gorgeous. We do have parakeets, by the way. I think in one of the videos I sent some footage. Got quite a lot of them. They scream so loud. Can't wait to paint the birdie. Of course, I'm going to use all the colors that are already there on the bird, but not muted. It's going to be vibrant. I might go for some imaginary colors as well. Now all the vibrant colors. Phthalo turquoise, brilliant yellow, some purple, and magenta. Let's start with this one. What a pretty color. I want this bird to be as colorful as possible. Probably best starting with the lighter and then adding darker shadows. I am going to add cobalt blue and perhaps ultramarine. At the moment I am trying to cover the whole bird with patches of color, and then I'll be focusing on individual plumage. Once everything is painted, I will be applying lighter values to sort of identify the individual feathers here. Now, when I have those lines between the feathers, I'm going to make them darker. This is some crazy color that I almost never use. I think I used it on my butterfly. I wanted something more vibrant. Maybe even that pink. Mix it here. So I am applying purple now to the beak, and I think it comes to life really nicely. And now I'm lightening the beak up, because obviously it's not going to be all black and blue. Burnt umber, that's what I was looking for. Goodness me, this plate is an artwork in itself. So let me apply the brown first to the whole eye. A little bit of water. I'm trying to get into all those crevices. I am using grey first in between. Now I do want to create some shadow as well. So this section is going to be partially covered. White dot, the most important thing. And he's alive. Maybe even give him another one. Yay! I think that using a palette knife. And I think I am going to use cobalt on the cheek. This is Prussian blue, I believe. Some green, of course. When I say I'm still unhappy with the background, you'll be like, what? See, so I've got a completely dry brush with a little bit of yellow. I thought it was needed in the background. It's so dry. It feels like using chalk. I do like it, but it's 1:30. Good night, everybody. I have to show you something. I'm super excited. I was about to finish and then I thought, let's just try something. So I mixed black with some green here and I'm doing this. I know this is dramatic. I tried here, so but I want to show you the effect. Just like that onto our eggshells. Yes. And now watch. So I can remove the shadows I don't like, but then I can keep all the dark bits that look so fantastic, and that gives us an impression that something is growing. Look at this. Isn't that nice? What if I do some pink or blues here in the top part, so I can imagine some, what is it, the wisteria or wisteria? Wisteria? Ta-da! Well, there we are. I hope you enjoyed my colourful hummingbird. If you did, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps the algorithms. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're looking for more content, you can check out my Patreon, where every week I release extended versions of my tutorial with much more footage. If you would like to own this original piece, you can find it for sale on my website, abcreativeofficial.com. Thank you so much for joining me and see you next week. Bye bye!